Obituaries brought to you by Courteous & Son Funeral Home, the North Chapel on Highway 21 in Sylacauga, and in Childersburg on Highway 280 in Childersburg. 256-245-4361. That's Courteous & Son Funeral Home. Stella Mae Camp, age 85, of Wagufka, died November the 18th at Grandview Medical Center. Graveside service will be held Saturday morning at 10:30 from Hanover Cemetery. Visitation will be tonight from 5 till 7 at Courteous & Son North. Now, Mrs. Camp was a registered nurse. She worked at Sylacauga Hospital and School of Nursing, also Shelby Memorial Hospital, the VA Hospital, and was retired from the Alabama Department of Public Health. Online condolences at courteousandsonfh.com, Courteous & Son Funeral Home, North Chapel directing. Celebration of Life service for Mr. Bruce Mueller, age 81, and will be Saturday at 11 a.m. from Calvary Baptist Church in Childersburg. In lieu of flowers, donations can be sent to the Calvary Baptist Church, P.O. Box 401, Childersburg, 35044. Online condolences at courteousandsonfh.com, Courteous & Son Funeral Home, North Chapel directing. Funeral service for Geraldine Lovelady McGrady, age 67, of Sylacauga, Saturday at 2 from the chapel of Radley Smith Funeral Home. Reverend Harold Maherg officiating. Burial in the Talladega Springs Cemetery. Mrs. McGrady died November 17th at Shelby Baptist Medical Center. She was a member of the Overbrook Assembly of God Church. Visitation tonight, 5 until 8 at Radley Smith Funeral Home. Memorial messages may be sent to the family at radleysmith.com, Radley Smith Funeral Home, Sylacauga directing. Funeral service for Stephen Michael Kelly, age 45, of Sylacauga, will be this morning at 11 a.m. from the chapel of Radley Smith Funeral Home. Reverend Mark Deason officiating. Burial in the Evergreen Cemetery. Mr. Kelly died November 17th at his residence. He attended the Estelle Community Church. Memorial messages may be sent to the family at radleysmith.com, Radley Smith Funeral Home directing. Funeral service for Mrs. Betty J. Pam Averett, age 82, is 1 o'clock today at Mount Zion Baptist Church in Sylacauga, with burial in the New Hope Baptist Church Cemetery. Community Funeral Home, Sylacauga, directing. Ms. Averett died November the 11th at her residence. Graveside service for Louise Chandler Harden, age 89, of Talladega, is this morning at 11 o'clock from Pine Hill Memorial Park. The Reverend Corey Burrell officiating. The family receiving friends this morning, 9:30 until 10:30. Mrs. Harden died November the 18th in Birmingham. Online condolences at urseryfuneralhome.com. In lieu of flowers, memorials may be sent to the Ribbons of Hope, P.O. Box 77, Talladega, Alabama, 35161. Ursery Funeral Home, Talladega directing. Funeral service for Nicholas Tavares Cameron, age 35, is 11 o'clock Saturday at Macedonia Baptist Church, with the Reverend Dante Whitaker officiating. Interment in the Truss Beaver Cemetery. The body will lie in state at the church 1 hour prior to the service. Online condolences at terrysmortuary.com, Terry's Metropolitan Mortuary directing. Funeral service for Annie Lewis Hill Gaddis, age 66, is 1 o'clock Saturday at Christ Deliverance Christian Church in Talladega. The Reverend Barbara Embry is pastor, and Bishop James Truss will officiate. Interment in the Sycamore Cemetery. The body will lie in state at the church 1 hour prior to the service. Online condolences at terrysmortuary.com, Terry's Metropolitan Mortuary directing. Funeral service for Barbara Ann Haywood of Talladega will be Saturday at 11 a.m. from Ursery Funeral Home Chapel. Reverend Greg Tankersley officiating. Burial in the Pine Hill Memorial Park. The family receiving friends Saturday morning from 10 until 11 o'clock. Online condolences at urseryfuneralhome.com, Ursery Funeral Home, Talladega directing. Funeral service for Mrs. Anna J. Pope Odom, age 67, of Goodwater, will be Saturday morning at 11 a.m. from St. James AME Church in Goodwater. Armors Memorial Services in Alexander City in charge of the arrangements. Funeral service for Mr. Raymond D. Wallace, age 91, of Lincoln, is Saturday at 2 o'clock from Talladega Funeral Home, with Mark Martin officiating. Burial in the Lincoln City Cemetery. The family receiving friends tonight, 6 until 8 at the funeral home. Mr. Wallace died at his residence in Lincoln Wednesday night. He was a member of the Lincoln Church of Christ. He served his country in the U.S. Navy and was a veteran of World War II. Talladega Funeral Home directing. Funeral service from Tony Lee McVeigh, age 53, of Kellyden, will be Saturday at 2 o'clock from the chapel at Radley Funeral Home. Brother Norman Strickling officiating. The family receiving friends tonight, 5 until 8 at Radley Funeral Home. Mr. McVeigh died Wednesday at Russell Medical Center. He was a member of the Hackneyville Community Church. Radley Funeral Home directing. And funeral service for Mrs. Beulah Sims, age 98, of Alexander City, will be Saturday at 10:30 a.m. from the chapel at Radley Funeral Home. Mr. Rexton Sims and Mr. Shane Causey officiating. Burial in the Roselawn Cemetery in Athens, Alabama at 3 p.m. on Saturday. The family receiving friends Saturday morning, 9 until 10 at the funeral home. Mrs. Sims died Thursday at Brown Nursing Home. In lieu of flowers, memorial messages may be sent to the St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, St. Jude Place, Memphis, Tennessee, 38105, Radley Funeral Home, Alexander City, directing. This obituary report brought to you by Curtis & Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg.